Hey, I'm Ron Dichter, and welcome back to another episode of Projecting Grandeur. Today I wanted to talk about a issue that I'm facing in my new business Six Pack, and just kind of talk through something that's probably not unique to me and what I'm dealing with, but something that probably a lot of new startup or small businesses are experiencing, and that is recruiting and hiring talented people when maybe you don't have the resources or the infrastructure or even the processes to support and win that top talent that you're trying to earn. And one of the things that I'm facing right now in my business is we're trying to scale and go up market, and in order to do that I need people who have been in the software business before, people who understand how to sell it. And so as you do that, you start competing against much larger and often more well-funded, either private equity backed or even public software companies that have significantly more resources and candidly significantly more offering, at least today, than I have to offer. And so as I try to attract new talent and go up market and getting better talent, I've had to become more creative in what my offering is, because let's face it, I'm not able to compete with the same base offering, the base salary, the variable comp, at least the initial variable comp, I struggle, and most importantly, I'm not willing to give up equity. And so you've got these publicly traded organizations, and in many cases private, equity-backed businesses that can give, management incentive programs, they can give, stock option grants, and I just don't have that, or I'm not willing to do that. So what I have had to do to get competitive is to create different comp structures that, given financial upside, that allows growth and opportunity that some of these other companies wouldn't offer. And let me just explain kind of what I have done. And this is not specific to hiring salespeople. This is in all positions that I'm hiring. I kind of have this mantra that I live by, which is everyone sells. And whether you're a actual salesperson bringing on new customers, or maybe you are a support person looking for opportunities where you can upsell something, or maybe even where you can turn over rocks. And what I mean by that is, discover opportunities from existing customers where maybe there's an opportunity to earn a referral, to a new customer, or find different products and services that they haven't been purchasing from you, but that you might be able to interest them in. And so whether you're in support, whether you're in onboarding and you have opportunities to do what I just mentioned with the support, or even if you're in an administrative role and you have an opportunity, whether it is in a business, a family member that has a business, I encourage my entire team to adopt the everyone sells mantra. And what this allows me to do is unlock some compensation that my counterparts or my peers in the space wouldn't do. And so let me explain this even further. So first and foremost, I have a commission structure that I give to my direct sales team, but I extend that same commission program to all of my employees in the company. So even if you're not in sales, but you bring on a new customer, I'm actually going to pay you that same commission structure that I'm paying my sales team, to a support person that creates an opportunity, to a administrative person that creates an opportunity. And it allows me to always have my team thinking about, how do I find and unlock opportunities, whether it be in referrals, upsells, and different things like that. The second thing that I did is I created a capless income structure. And again, when you start thinking about private equity backed or publicly traded companies, while they may have more to offer up front, they aren't able to offer a capless income structure. They have expectations for a role, what that role is worth, and they define that and set kind of the parameters or the boundaries around what that top role could earn, or that top income you could earn in that given role. And then the only way to go above that income is to have upward mobility, which is one option. But I want to create the ability for someone to stay in their current role but have a capless income structure. The last thing that I did is I created a residual or passive income opportunity for my team members. And this has done a couple really important things. So, since I'm in software, I have SaaS revenue, and I also have other revenue streams, such as revenue from payments and upsells. And what I have allowed my team to do is share in that, not 1 month, not 12 months, but for the life of the account. That way they have a financial incentive to make sure that that account stays with us, but it also allows me to create some long-term incentive for that employee, so when they start getting recruited or wooed away, from someone else, that they know that they've got this long-term annuity that's tied to them staying employed with me. It also gives me the opportunity to project that grandeur to a new team member that I'm trying to recruit, to say, look, like, we may have less of an offering in a base salary or less of an offering, in variable comp. However, here's this annuity opportunity, and then I show them what building a paycheck looks like at Six-Pack and how they can earn this capless income structure and actually earn an annuity. And that's helped me really hire some quality talent that gets it. And again, that allows me to, project this grandeur that we're going to be something greater than we are, and we're going to actually, commit part of our revenue to you long term as a way for us to show you the value of, coming to work with us, but also the value of keeping revenue in the business. And that's how we grow it. So that's really helped me go up market and find better talent. Obviously, there is a long-term, negative effect of that, is that your cost of, the account, you're going to be paying this annuity. So obviously, that's going to, impact your long-term revenue of that customer, or that lifetime value of that customer. But to me, it's a worthwhile trade-off, because what it allows me to do is accelerate some of my upfront sales today by giving up a little bit of the back-end revenue. And the nice thing about it is that back-end revenue is only hinged upon that customer staying with me. And so that keeps, my new team member engaged in making sure that that customer stays with the company for life, which increases my lifetime value of the customer, because I actually keep the customer for a longer duration of time. So you'll have to make those decisions on whether that trade-off is worth it for you. But for me, it has been paramount for us to be able to, go toe-to-toe with some very large publicly and private equity-backed businesses that have a lot more resources than I do. But it allows me to, come up with an offering that doesn't cost me anything up front and allows me to really showcase that long-term value. So I hope you find this helpful. I hope this can be something that you implement into your business. I'd love to hear your feedback. So please drop me a comment, send me a DM, let me know if this helped you. And always looking for great topics that we can share with my fellow entrepreneurs and fellow people that are looking to just change careers. So again, please comment, like, and it would mean the world to me if you would share this out to anyone else that you think would benefit from it. So have a great day, and thanks for tuning in.